Hello, HelmetSteel. Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the stories of history's greatest leaders, conquerors, and visionaries. Today, we journey to the ancient world, to a man whose brilliance and ambition laid the foundation for an empire that would span continents, Philip II of Macedon, father to Alexander the Great. But Philip wasn't just a conqueror, he was a man of ideas, diplomacy, and a vision for unity that changed the course of history. Join me as we explore the incredible story of how this remarkable leader shaped the ancient world and prepared his son to carry the torch of conquest. Born in 382 BCE, Philip II's early life was marked by a turbulent upbringing amidst the power struggles of Macedon. His experiences fueled his vision for a united Greece. From a young age, Philip observed the political and military machinations around him, keenly learning from each event. These formative years shaped his ambition to transform Macedon into a powerful state, overcoming the divisions that plagued it. His early trials instilled in him a determination to seek knowledge and reform his homeland, setting the stage for his eventual rise. In 359 BCE, Philip ascended to the throne, determined to transform Macedon into a formidable state. His ascent wasn't smooth, marked by conflicts and challenges. Philip's strategic mind and diplomatic skills played a crucial role in stabilizing his rule. Overcoming initial resistance, he fortified his position and began laying the foundations for his ambitious plans. His reign was characterized by a series of reforms and military expansions that strengthened Macedon's standing among the Greek city-states. Philip believed in the power of knowledge and embraced new ideals to strengthen his kingdom. He surrounded himself with scholars and strategists keen to learn and innovate. Philip's court became a hub of intellectual activity, fostering a culture of progress and enlightenment. This emphasis on knowledge wasn't just for show. It was integral to his strategy of creating an advanced state. His reforms in administration, military tactics, and education were driven by this embrace of new ideas. Philip's dream was to unite the Greek city-states, bringing an end to their constant conflicts. He envisioned a unified Greece that could stand strong against external threats. This vision wasn't just about power. It was about creating a legacy of unity and stability. Philip's diplomatic efforts and strategic alliances were all steps toward this ambitious goal. His persistence in pursuing this dream laid the groundwork for what would later become Alexander's vast empire. Philip embarked on numerous diplomatic missions, forging alliances with various Greek city-states. His approach was both strategic and pragmatic, understanding that true power lay in unity. These alliances were often sealed with marriages, treaties, and shared military campaigns. Philip's ability to negotiate and his understanding of Greek politics were instrumental in his success. His diplomatic efforts not only expanded Macedon's influence, but also brought relative peace to a region long troubled by warfare. A key part of Philip's vision was abolishing slavery and promoting equality. He recognized that true unity required addressing social injustices. Philip's reforms aimed at reducing the inequalities that divided his kingdom. By freeing slaves and promoting social mobility, he fostered loyalty and stability within his realm. These actions were radical for the time and showcased his forward-thinking leadership. Philip's commitment to equality was a cornerstone of his vision for a unified Greece. In 356 BCE, Philip's son Alexander was born, destined for greatness. Alexander's birth was seen as a divine blessing, fueling Philip's ambitions even further. From the beginning, Philip had high expectations for his son, envisioning him as the future ruler who would continue his legacy. Alexander's upbringing was meticulously planned, ensuring he received the best education and training. Philip's influence on his son's early years was profound, shaping Alexander into the leader he would become. Philip took an active role in Alexander's education, instilling in him the values of strength and wisdom. He ensured Alexander was taught by the best tutors, including the renowned philosopher Aristotle. This education wasn't just academic, it included rigorous physical training and military instruction. Philip's goal was to create a well-rounded and capable heir who could lead with both intellect and strength. Alexander's early education laid the foundation for his future conquests and leadership. A strong bond formed between father and son through their shared experiences. Philip and Alexander spent countless hours together, training, strategizing, and discussing philosophy. This bond was built on mutual respect and admiration, with Philip seeing his own potential in his son. Their relationship was complex, marked by both camaraderie and tension. Despite their differences, the bond they shared was a crucial element in Alexander's development as a leader. Philip brought the philosopher Aristotle to Macedon to guide Alexander's education. Aristotle's influence on Alexander was profound, shaping his thinking and approach to leadership. Under Aristotle's tutelage, Alexander studied a wide range of subjects, from science and philosophy to politics and ethics. This education broadened Alexander's horizons and prepared him for the challenges of ruling. Philip's decision to bring Aristotle to Macedon was a testament to his commitment to his son's education and future. While Philip imparted his military knowledge to Alexander, teaching him the art of war. These lessons went beyond the battlefield, encompassing strategy, logistics, and leadership. Philip's own experiences as a military leader provided invaluable insights for his son. Through hands-on training and real-world campaigns, Alexander learned to think like a general. Philip's mentorship in military strategy was instrumental in Alexander's later success as a conqueror. Through diplomacy and strength, Philip began to unite the Greek city-states. His efforts to forge alliances and establish Macedon as a dominant power were met with both support and resistance. Philip's vision of a unified Greece was driven by his belief in collective strength and stability. He used both diplomatic and military means to achieve his goals, often leading by example. Philip's relentless pursuit of unity laid the groundwork for the future expansion under Alexander. Philip enacted significant reforms to build a stronger and more equal society. His policies aimed at improving the lives of his subjects and creating a stable and prosperous kingdom. These reforms included changes in governance, military organization, and social structure. Philip's commitment to reform was driven by his belief in progress and equality. His efforts to create a fairer society were groundbreaking for the time and left a lasting impact on Macedon. Philip watched with pride as Alexander grew into a capable and formidable warrior. Alexander's achievements in training and early military campaigns were a source of immense pride for Philip. The bond between father and son was strengthened by these shared successes. Philip saw in Alexander the realization of his own ambitions and dreams. This pride was a driving force behind Philip's determination to prepare his son for greatness. Philip's vision extended far beyond Macedon, dreaming of a united and powerful Greece. He aspired to create an empire that could stand against any external threat. Philip's ambitions were not just about power, but about creating a legacy of unity and stability. His strategic alliances, military campaigns, and reforms were all steps towards this grand vision. Philip's dreams of a unified Greece would later be realized by his son Alexander. Despite their bond, tensions began to arise between father and son over their differing visions. Philip's pragmatic approach often clashed with Alexander's ambitious and idealistic views. These tensions were exacerbated by the differences in their personalities and aspirations. As Alexander grew older, he began to assert his own ideas and strategies, leading to conflicts with his father. These growing tensions would eventually reach a breaking point, testing the strength of their relationship. The disagreements between Philip and Alexander were not just personal, but also philosophical, with each having a different vision for the future of Macedon and Greece. As the rift between father and son deepened, their once strong bond began to fray. Philip's attempts to impose his will only fueled Alexander's desire for independence. The young prince's ambition and boldness often clashed with his father's authority, leading to several heated confrontations. This period of tension was a turning point, setting the stage for future conflicts. Philip and Alexander found themselves vying for influence within the Macedonian court. While Philip's established authority commanded respect, Alexander's growing reputation as a brilliant tactician and charismatic leader began to attract his own followers. This battle for influence created a volatile environment, further straining their relationship and fueling the ambitions of both father and son. In an attempt to strengthen his political position, Philip arranged a marriage alliance that Alexander saw as a threat to his own status. This alliance, intended to secure Macedon's future, only served to deepen the divide between father and son. The tension reached a boiling point during the wedding feast, resulting in a public argument that left the court in shock. The growing animosity culminated in a dramatic confrontation where Philip issued an ultimatum to his son. Alexander, feeling betrayed and misunderstood, made the difficult decision to leave Macedon and seek refuge elsewhere. This period of exile was a time of reflection and growth for Alexander as he grappled with his identity, the future role as a leader. During his time in exile, Alexander forged alliances and gained valuable experience that would later serve him well. He used this opportunity to learn from other cultures and expand his understanding of leadership. This period of separation from his father allowed Alexander to develop his own vision for the future, free from Philip's shadow. Meanwhile, Philip was left to reflect on the consequences of his actions. The absence of his son weighed heavily on him, and he began to question the wisdom of his decisions. Despite his outward strength, Philip felt a deep sense of loss and regret over the estrangement from Alexander. This period of introspection marked a significant change in his approach to leadership and family. As Macedon faced new threats and challenges, Philip realized the need for unity and called for Alexander to return. The messenger's arrival marked a turning point, offering a chance for reconciliation. Alexander, recognizing the importance of his father's request, made the decision to return to Macedon, hoping to mend their fractured relationship. Alexander's return to Macedon was met with both anticipation and uncertainty. The court watched closely as father and son faced each other after months of separation. The initial meeting was tense, but it marked the beginning of a new chapter in their relationship. Both men understood the need to move past their differences for the sake of their kingdom. In a heartfelt moment of reconciliation, Philip and Alexander set aside their differences and embraced a shared vision for the future. This reconciliation was not just a personal triumph, but also a political necessity, as Macedon needed the united strength of both leaders. The bond between father and son, though tested, emerged stronger than before. With their relationship mended, Philip and Alexander worked together to achieve their shared goals. They embarked on new military campaigns and diplomatic missions, each leveraging their unique strengths. This united front brought stability and prosperity to Macedon, solidifying its position as a dominant power in the region. Philip continued to mentor Alexander, imparting his wisdom and experience. These lessons extended beyond the battlefield, encompassing governance, diplomacy, and the complexities of leadership. Alexander's willingness to learn and Philip's dedication to teaching created a dynamic partnership that benefited their kingdom. With Macedon's stability secured, Philip and Alexander began planning for future expansions. Their vision extended beyond Greece, eyeing territories that would later become part of Alexander's vast empire. These preparations required careful planning, resource management, and strategic alliances, setting the stage for their ambitious campaigns. One of the most significant moments in their partnership was the Battle of Chaeronea. This battle showcased the combined strength of Philip's strategic mind and Alexander's youthful vigor. Their victory at Chaeronea was a decisive moment that demonstrated the effectiveness of their collaboration and cemented their legacy as formidable leaders. Philip II's legacy is defined by his vision, reforms, and the foundation he built for his son's future conquests. His efforts to unite Greece, promote equality, and mentor Alexander were pivotal in shaping the course of history. As we reflect on Philip's life, we see a leader whose impact extended far beyond his own reign, laying the groundwork for the rise of Alexander the Great and the creation of an empire that would span continents. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life and legacy of Philip II of Macedon. If you enjoyed this saga, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to HelmetSteel for more epic historical tales. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.